Yes. Are you going to use the stage again like you did last night and show
Yes.
everyone? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so let me get that pulled up here. All right, so you guys see the stage here. This is the setup that we're working with. And please do ask if you have any questions. But this is the Camelot building right here. And then there's like a ramp that goes down to a door right here. So what I'm assuming is our green room is going to be back in this space. It goes back into behind the screen of a movie theater in there. Anyway, so there will be entrances here. This red box is a step. There'll be access behind the stage to make entrances here on this step. This is a step down to what I'm calling the upper lot. I can't see that because my zoom thing's in the way. Down lot. Lot left, lot right, and center lot. Okay, so what's right here, BYOC, is the bring your own chair spots. So the tickets that we're selling here will have groups outside, kind of grouped like this, if that makes sense, on either side. But we're going to be playing in all of this, excuse me, playing in all of this space out here. And then here are the car spots, of course. So we're kind of using all the space that we have. The main stage here is going to be, that's going to be up, I think 3 or 4 feet, I believe. But the lot part is ground level. All right, that makes sense?
Yes.
Any questions about that?
So the down lot, center lot, and upper lots, that area is for the actors as well?
Yes.
Is that what you? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and so sometimes I'll have you guys making entrances here, which would mean if you're backstage or in here and you have a lot right entrance, it might take a little bit of time, but you'll make your entrance there for lot right and then here for lot left. And there's not any masking or anything, so everything's viewable to the audience, so you would be in character. So the very first scene that I blocked yesterday, we have the jets coming out here and the sharks coming out here. Oh, and Kristen, you aren't here for that, but you would be in that scene, right, Christine?
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
But I told him that we recorded it last night, so we can send it to him, right? Or
yeah, I'm gonna post it on Band.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And you can fast forward. But it's not, Christian, it's not, you guys have a pretty simple beginning. Anyway, you can watch that later. But yeah, you guys will make an entrance there. All right?
Got it.
All right. Any other questions about that?
Nope.
Haley or Bella, any questions about that? About the stage and stuff like that?
No, I got it.
All right, so Tony leaves, the lights go down. Then we bring there's gonna be a table down here, downstage left, kind of between downstage center and downstage left. A table with a chair and a sewing machine on it. Okay, this is gonna be the bridal shop area. That'll probably be moved upstage a little bit though. So I'm going to read the stage notes here in the script. It says a small section enough to include a table, a sewing machine, chair, or 2. Anita, a Puerto Rican girl with loose hair and a slightly flashy American dress, is finishing remaking what was a white communion dress and a party dress for an extremely lovely, extremely young girl, Maria. Anita is knowing, sexual, sharp. Maria is an excited, enthusiastic, obedient child mixed with the temper, stubborn strength, and awareness of a woman. So this dialogue between Maria and Anita, I see as really playful, and they're really comfortable with each other, and none of what they say is really serious. So keep that in mind as we move through these lines here in the beginning.
What page are we on?
Starting on 17.
Okay, I'll read for Chino. Did
Uh,
you get
well,
my text?
Yeah, Chino doesn't really come, or Bernardo, you mean?
I'm sorry. Bernardo.
Yeah, they don't come in for a couple pages, so we're good for now.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to go through without us reading it first. I'm just going to tell you where you're going to be.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And then we'll read through it. All right, so Maria, so lights up on Maria and Anita already at this table here. So you guys will pretty much be, let me erase all this. Okay. So the table is going to be probably right about here. It's going to be a very small table. Maybe a chair right here. And then you guys are going to be probably right here at first. So lights come up on you. Anita will be right here. Maria will be right here. Maria is holding out scissors and she says, "Por favor, Anita, make the neck lower."
So I'm standing next to Maria.
Yeah, so Anita is closer to the table here.
Okay.
Maria's a little bit more left. So she's just kind of watching Anita put this dress together. But then she takes this, so what Maria would do is probably take some scissors off the table, right? And says, "Make the neck lower. Stop it, Maria, 1 inch. How much can a little inch do? Too much." Anita is now, "It is now to be a dress for dancing, no longer for kneeling in front of an altar. With those boys, you can start dancing and end up kneeling." Which is kind of a funny joke, actually.
Great line.
It's a great line. Querida, 1 little inch, una polka, polka. Bernardo makes me promise. So you guys are kind of just having this repartee between the two of you in the same spot.
And I'm assuming I'm like at her hem or like sewing something or
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have the dress, right? And you're making alterations to it, or what?
Yeah, and I'm just like in a sleep. I'm not like sleep, like a gown of sorts, like an undergarment, right?
Yes. Yeah,
oh,
you're gonna
got
be-
it. So I have the dress before you put it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna be putting it on because at the end of this scene, it immediately changes into the dance at the gym.
Right.
So yeah, so this is where you're gonna. So this is where Maria puts on that dress for the
Huh.
gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I didn't know if she was gonna have it on while I was altering it or it was gonna be off of her while I was altering it. But she's
Off
gonna
her.
have it off. Got it.
Yeah. Yep. Good question. All right. I Bernardo. Blah blah blah. To marry Chino. When I look at Chino, nothing happens. What do you expect to happen? I don't know. Something. What happens when you look at Bernardo? It's when I don't look. That's what happens. Bernardo in the balcony of the movies. I'll rip this dress to shreds. So some of these points of dialogue are intuitive,
Mhm.
right? So when when Anita says, "I'm going to rip this dress to shreds," I mean, maybe she'll kind of, kind of swing it away from Maria, like she can't have it. And then Maria says, "No, but if perhaps you could manage the lower neck." All right, so we'll get more into detail about those lines, but we move to the top of page 20 where Bernardo and Chino enter. So actually, before that, at the bottom of page 19, Anita says, no, we could not. And then that's when she starts to help Maria into the dress.
Okay.
And as she's helping her into the dress, Maria complains, white is for babies. I'll be the only one in a white. And then she turns, there's going to be just, there's not going to be a mirror, but what you'll do is you'll look off stage left as if there was a mirror right here, and you'll kind of catch yourself in the mirror. And Anita says, well, and then that's when you realize that this is a really nice dress that Anita has made for you. And you say, ah, see, it is a beautiful dress. I love you. And they hug. And then that's when Bernardo and Chino enter. And then Bernardo and Chino, you're going to enter from upstage right. So Bernardo and Chino will come from upstage right to approach down stage left. And then Maria is going to cross Anita and meet Bernardo there. Okay, and then she's going to do a little spin for Bernardo, showing him the dress. And then Chino's going to stay back a bit. Although you two, Bernardo and Maria, may just end up center stage. That's somewhere around here, center stage. Okay. So Bernardo says, are you ready? Maria says, come in, Nardo. And then she whirls in her dress. Is it not beautiful? Bernardo says, yes, only looking at her face. And then he kisses her and then says, very. And then Anita says, I didn't quite hear. And then kissing her quite differently, very beautiful. All right. Maria watches them a second and then turns to Chino. Come in, Chino, do not be afraid. And then Chino says, but this shop is for ladies. And then Bernardo says, our ladies. So I kind of want Chino to stay near center and upstage, or excuse me, between center and upstage right for this whole scene. And Maria says, Nardo, it is most important that I have a wonderful time dancing tonight. He says, why? As Anita hooks up Maria. So yeah, so then at that point, after she's twirled and she's, you know, Bernardo's kissed her or whatever, then Maria, you would cross to them and then you would help her finish getting into her dress, like make sure it's, you know, clipped and, you know, on her properly.
Right.
And
I
then,
mean, Anita would cross to them.
did I say Maria? Yeah, I meant Anita would
Yeah.
cross to her.
Okay. I was very confused.
Then Maria says, because tonight is the real beginning of my life as young lady of America. So she begins to whirl in the dress as the top slides off and the flood of gaily colored streamers pours down. As Maria begins to turn and turn, going off stage, shark girls dressed for the dance whirl on, followed by jet girls, by boys from both gangs. The streamers fly up with the drop to reveal. Okay, so then we become the gym at that point in the settlement house. I actually had to look up what a settlement house was today.
It's like a community theater. I mean, community center, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. I just hadn't really been familiar with what that term was.
I know it's not used anymore.
Yeah.
a very short scene.
Yeah, it's a short scene. We'll be back in the bridal shop.
Surprise, the sharks don't get much in this show.
Yeah. All right. Any questions so far?
Nope.
Did you hear from Carlos?
Yeah, I texted you.
My phone's all the way across the room charging.
He forgot, so he can't. And I said, "Are you going to be able to make it at all?" And he said, "No,
Oh, is he working or something?
no." I don't know. He said he's in a different. He's not at home right now.
Okay. All right. So then you can read for his lines, and then we'll go
Of
through
course,
this scene.
I read for everyone.
Mhm.
I can play all of these parts.
Yeah. Okay. 3. Hang on just a second. I want to hear this music leading into this scene. 3. Boom. Yeah, so this is what we'll hear as Tony's running off and you guys are coming on. That ended weirdly.
Yeah, it did.
Well, anyway, I think the idea, what we would probably do anyway, we're not going to need all of that scene change
Fade it
music.
out.
So once you guys get set on downstage left, then you just start your dialogue and then the music will fade out. All right, so go ahead.
Oh, wait. I have scissors.
So method.
Method.
Por favor, Anita, make the neck lower.
Hey, stop it, Maria.
1 inch. How much can 1 little inch do?
Too much.
Anita, it is now to be adjusted for dancing, no longer for kneeling in front of an altar.
With those boys, you start with dancing and end up kneeling. Eh?
Yeah, Rita. 1 little inch. Una.
No, Bernardo made me promise.
Ay, Bernardo, 1 month have I been in this country. Do I ever even touch excitement? I sew all day. I sit all night. What did my fine brother bring me here?
To marry Chino.
When I look at Chino, nothing happens.
Ay, what do you expect to happen?
I don't know. Something. What happens when you look at Bernardo?
It's when I don't look that it happens.
I think I will tell Mama and Papa about you and Nardo in the balcony of the movies.
I'll rip it to shreds
No, but you perhaps could manage to lower the neck.
next year.
Next year we marry Chino, and then no one will care if it is down to here.
Down to where?
Down to here. I hate this dress.
Oh, then don't wear it and don't come with us to the dance.
Don't come. Can we not buy it red at least?
No, we cannot.
White is for babies. I will be the only one there in their white.
Well,
Oh, it's beautiful. It is a beautiful dress. Oh, I love you.
Are you ready?
Nardo, is it not beautiful?
Yes. Very,
I didn't quite hear.
very beautiful.
Chino, don't be afraid.
But this is a shop for ladies.
Our ladies.
Nardo, it is most important that I have a wonderful time at the dancing tonight.
Why?
Because tonight is the real beginning of my life as a young lady of America.
Nice. And then we hear this.
Spin around.
And then she spins around. Yeah, and then it's just magically takes to Regina with Daisy. All right, that was good. That was really good, everyone.
I have a question. Are we gonna be bringing on the table and chair? Is that what we're doing?
Possibly.
Okay.
We're gonna have some crew. I mean, possibly. I haven't figured out like the scene changes quite yet. It's going to be a very small table. I mean, because there's going to be a sewing machine on it. So I don't know. I mean, it depends on how heavy it is. But if possible, I prefer the actors to bring on the set pieces.
Yep.
Other than crew. So yeah, probably is the answer. Christine, you're gonna have to work on your Bernardo just a little bit, but
Whatever.
I'll talk about that later.
I wasn't ready for it. That's why I sounded so stupid. I'm like, oh, whoops, I'm supposed to come in.
Anyway, but that was really good. So any questions from you guys?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll have plenty.
Oh,
It was a very easy scene.
Very.
I'm sorry, I have another question. I guess this is just being specific, but am I like sewing the dress? Like pretending?
You know how to sew, right? Because I saw in your video, in your callback, you were actually sewing,
Yeah.
right?
Well, what I do, the trick of the eye is just I have a needle and thread and I just do it in my fingers so it looks like I'm sewing.
Oh, okay. Well, it really looked like you were doing it.
Nice. Well, the costume department is not my thing. So
okay.
Christine's going to work with Charlie, our costume designer, on that. And I don't think you're not actually going to be holding a needle and thread in your hand. It'll probably be more pantomime. We might give you something that they would use back then, like what are those you measure with?
A measuring
like-
tape?
Yeah, the tape, something that looks like that, or
I'm just thinking like the finishing, like if we were really going to a dance and like the last finishing touches would probably be like finishing a hymn or like something
Right.
along that line. So that's why I'm asking.
yeah. And
What
so
exactly am I doing to the dress?
yeah, and so what we might have on that is like maybe a small part of the hem isn't done yet, and then it just has like Velcro on it, and so you'll kind of like pretend to sew it on, but it's like Velcroing to it, and then that'll be like the finishing touch.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good question. Other than that, this scene is really short, so great job. We'll be meeting again next week to go over a little bit more, and yeah, we're working on knocking this show out. This is what I saw last night was really good too. So
Yeah, last night was good.
great so far.
So when
All
will you have, I'm sure, when will you have like on band, like when next week's rehearsal looks like? Just so they know.
So I was
Sure.
gonna ask that. Are we gonna get our schedules weekly or are we gonna get like a master schedule?
You're gonna get a master schedule. I'm gonna plan out the whole thing all the way till January. I just haven't had time to sit down and put it all together yet. Mostly because Scott and I are making some adjustments in the music and the script, and I have to work with Ayana, the choreographer, too. So after I work all those things out, hopefully, I mean, my goal is by the end of this week to have everything I need so I can put the schedule for the rest of the rehearsal period. I should be able to knock that out this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not going to be week by week. No, it's going to be pretty specific for the entire rehearsal process, so you
Okay.
guys can plan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then James, can I just ask you a question once everyone else is gone? And Christine?
All right. Well, if you guys, Bella and Christian, if you don't have any more questions, you guys are free to leave, and we'll keep you posted on band. Good job tonight.
Good. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.
See ya.
Wait, do I need